guys, I'm back. I know it's been a while. It's been a long while. Well over a year and a half. Yeah, anyway. Well, what I wanted to do was look at the suspension of the Aprilia SR Max. I know someone asked for some more about that. I mentioned that I got new shocks in one of the videos. So basically, here's the box. YSS TE302-340T-06AL There for Piaggio Beverly 250 or 300. Yeah, I won't do an unboxing because it's got the old shocks in here, the original ones, and basically it's a box and opens up and stuff comes out. So we all seen YouTube unboxing videos. Anyway, put that aside. So basically what I did was I went on the YSS website, downloaded their PDF catalogue, took some measurements, bolt sizes, you know, top and bottom connections, so on, blah blah blah, spring length, total length, and then I went looking for aftermarket parts under Aprilia SR Max, Gilera Nexus, and you come up with nothing. So next thing I did was I looked at what scooters had the same engines, apart from the Vespa things, which don't want to get into that. That's just bubble crap. There are some Piaggio models with the same engines as well, and same size scooter, maybe bigger wheels. And I came across the Piaggio Beverly, looked at some images online and checked the measurements against that, and that's pretty much what I did. So on the catalogue, had a look through there, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't say they're made for the, you know, the Aprilia SR Max, but it's like any automotive parts. There's a lot of parts that fit different makes and models, same part, different part numbers, etc. Blah blah blah. And so I just looked at that, and yeah, I can keep waffling on, but the measurements fit, and same size scooter, so same weight. So I ordered it. That's pretty much it. A couple other issues too, but we'll get into that later. So yeah, I've got some photos of the shocks after I unboxed them, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to know anything else, just throw me a couple of questions and I'm happy to answer. Pretty straightforward, really. Well, here it is, sitting in my shed out on the farm. Can't ride it anymore. Engine's making a loud ticking noise. I think maybe the connecting rod bearing or something like that. Problem is I just put a new exhaust on it. Got new tires for it too. Not on there yet, but they're sitting in my other shed. Spent all that money on the other things for it, and now it's cactus. So anyway, I'll see if I can start it up and you can hear the sound, but then we'll have a look at the shocks. Seat as well. Oh, what the hell is that? Anyway, alright. Start it up. Still starts good, runs good, just as you can hear, ticks pretty bad. Yeah, so stuck with that now. Put a new exhaust on it, got new tires for it, Did the whole transmission up just before too, so spent a lot of money again, and now it's done. Anyway, let's have a look at the rear shocks on that thing. Okay, so basically, well, as you can tell, this shock here is completely covered in oil, so that one's been leaking, but that's because the swing arm bushes in this thing are totally worn out, so there's a bit of lateral movement. On the YSS website, got their downloadable catalogue with all the sizes, including bottom and top mounting, spring length, total length, and it was just a matter of finding what matched up. I did go to Thailand. When was that? I did go last year, but the year before I went to Bangkok, and I went to a big YSS dealer, thinking, of course, oh, you know, they make these things in Thailand, so I'll go to the big dealer and give them the part number. They can order it in for me, maybe cheaper than what you can get, you know, here in Australia or in Europe, wherever. But it's a monopoly issue again, of course. You know, they're only made for export. You can't get them there, blah blah blah. So they cost more for just the reason that they're for export. Whereas, you know, it's like most things with automotive parts, including motorcycles. The parts are actually made very, very cheap, or mostly cheap, and usually sold for at least a 50 to 100% profit margin on top. I know this because I've had an online auto parts shop before, and I used to get the parts very, very cheap. Well, that's pretty much it for that. You know, pretty straightforward. There are a few other things I want to look at later on. I might buy some parts for this to get it fixed, or I might just sell it as is, or just leave it here in the shed to get covered in dust. Alright, thanks for watching. I know it's not very exciting, but that's the way I roll.